What up, people? This is Nocturnal Thoughts. I salute you, man. I should be asleep right now, but I'm waiting for my wife's birthday gift. I ordered her a Bowflex, and I'm waiting for this month to get delivered so they can come and deliver and assemble this Bowflex. So that's how my day's going. It's Friday, people. Enjoy your weekend. Like I said, don't take life for granted. Whoever you love, whoever you care about, go show them some love. Give them their roses while they here to smell them. You dig me? Now, real quick, man, I was thinking about um, Errol Spence, none other than the truth, Errol Spence. And, there's recent footage that was released that he's back in the gym and he's just, making little small clip recordings and showing little things that's on his mind. And you can tell that he's very excited and appreciative of being back in the gym and getting his mind and his body back right and tight, fit and ready to go to war. And I can dig it. And the question is, people want to know who's going to be the opponent. Is it going to be Danny Garcia? Is it going to be Manny Pacquiao? Or is he going to take a tune-up fight? And I'm getting mixed not reviews. I get mixed comments. I'm hearing mixed opinions, should I say, because some people feel like he should take a tune-up fight, and some people feel like he shouldn't. Now, my thing is this: I'm going off what the man says. The man says he doesn't feel like he needs a tune-up, or even that he wants a tune-up, and I have to agree. If I was in his shoes, I would not take a tune-up fight, but only he knows how he's physically doing. After a situation like that, only he knows. Between him, his trainer, his family, and his doctors, they know how much resistance to a punch he can be able to take. But with the momentum that he's gathered in his career up to this date, and in lieu of this tragic accident that was close to being fatal, if I was to be able to get back into the fight in this short amount of time, I would not want a tune-up fight either. Now, some people say that he should take a tune-up just to make sure that all of his cylinders are firing, that all his faculties is in order, and to make sure he can take the punch and can still be the same guy he was when he fought, Mikey Garcia and Sean Porter and Lamont Peterson and those guys like this. But my thing is this: iron sharpens iron, and you're not going to be able to test your metal if you cut through a tomato can. So who would he fight as a tune-up? Say, for example, if that car collision caused him some kind of a permanent damage, where there's a button that you can press that can put his lights out, similar to like how they used to say with Roy Jones Jr. after he got knocked out by Antonio Tarver. They said from that point they couldn't figure out. After that, he just kept getting knocked out. Glenn Johnson knocked him out, and he just got knocked out. And they was trying to say, why is this great fighter all of a sudden just catching all these L's and getting knocked out? And the way he was getting knocked out was like American type, like he would just go out. And they said maybe he developed a spot in his brain or a spot in his cerebral that when he would get touched, it would just go blank. Now, we don't know if a car accident of the magnitude that Errol Spence was in could cause his body not to be able to take the same punch. That's something that they should be able to find out in sparring. But my thing is this: say, for example, he fights a tomato can, and he has developed some kind of a, less resistance to a punch or some kind of a button that can be pressed. Say if he fights a tomato can, a no name, just for a tune-up, but he loses. He gets dropped. He gets knocked out. We all would know from that moment on forth that Errol Spence will never be the same Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Because of an accident where he flipped out of a damn car that he should not even have walked away from. Now, you gotta salute and respect that he even tried to come back to the fight game, because like I said, when it happened, I could care less if the man never fought inside the ring again. The fact that he would be able to go home and kiss his babies and take them out and watch them grow is enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But just for the fact that he's even going to grace the ring with his presence again. If he fought a tomato can and he lost and took that L, we would know he's not the same Errol Spence. But why take an L to a lesser opponent? Why not go for the gusto and go ahead and fight somebody? I would actually prefer to see him fight a Manny Pacquiao. That's a win-win situation. If he wins against Manny Pacquiao, then we know he's all set. After that, if he wins against Manny Pacquiao, he's a mega superstar. And there's only other one person out there for him to really beat, for everybody to completely stamp and certify that. And that would be Terrence Bud Crawford. But if he lost to Manny Pacquiao, it's still the same situation. He's coming from an accident. And we could not tell what his faculty, what his physical and mental was all really ready to do for a real 12-round fight. But he fought against the legendary Manny Pacquiao. And it just ain't no shame to taking an L against Manny Pacquiao, especially after those circumstances. So he still wins. But, and like Tom Ross said, there's no such thing as moral victories. To a certain extent, I agree with that. 99.9999, I agree. But there is a such thing as moral victories depending on all factors. Say, for example, if he fought Manny Pacquiao and he's still the same Errol Spence, or if he's 80 or 85 or 90% the same Errol Spence, he should beat Manny Pacquiao and Danny Garcia and Terrence Bud Crawford. Excuse me, and Terrence Bud Crawford. But I'd rather go out on my sword or get carried out on my shield. As a true warrior, I want to test my mettle against another true warrior. And if I go out, I go out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to fight a tune-up. I figure out everything I need to figure out in sparring. If I fight, it's like Deontay Wilder said. He broke his arm, or he broke his hand in camp in the first Tyson Fury fight. He said for the rest of the camp, I'm just not going to throw it, because if I throw it and I break it even more, I'd rather be getting paid for it in the fight. Same thing. If I'm gonna lose, I ain't gonna lose to a tomato can when I didn't, you know what I'm saying, came from this accident. I'm gonna lose fighting the best. But if I win, I'm gonna win fighting the best. So I don't need a tune-up. I would rather go out there and take Danny Garcia out or take Manny Pacquiao out, because that was my game plan. That was my route. That's how I had my life mapped out. And this little detour of this little small road bump is just a bump in the road, a fork in the road. But I'm still, once I get back on my destination, the journey ends in the same place. So I'm not going to detour over here and end up in a dead end. If I have developed any kind of weakness, I'm not going to let a tomato can expose me. That's similar to, what's his name? Keith Thurman coming back fighting Jose, what was it? I don't want to, am I mess up his name? Well, who did Keith Thurman come back and fight before he fought Manny Pacquiao? Jose Cecito? I can't think of dude's name. I had to look it up. Jose Cecito Lopez or something like that. But he came back and fought him, got exposed, and then went ahead and fought Manny Pacquiao and got put away. You know what I'm saying? So if I was Errol Spence, damn, I hate when I can't remember somebody's name. Forgive me, I've been up for 12 hours. Been a long night. I want to say dude name was Jose Zito Lopez. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jose Zito Lopez. Keith Thurman came back and fought him. He won the fight, but he got exposed. So he came back and he fought Manny Pacquiao, and it was wrap. He would have been better off than just coming to fight Manny Pacquiao and took that first L to Manny Pacquiao. Or he could have not got exposed by Jose Zito Lopez and beat Manny Pacquiao, because Jose Zito Lopez basically gave Manny Pacquiao a blueprint. And I think it was the reason why Manny Pacquiao decided to fight Keith Thurman, because he's seen that fight and he said, I see weaknesses and I can exploit them because I'm Manny Pacquiao. So Right now, Errol Spence holds the cards, and we don't know what he's been dealt. Don't expose your hand. You fight the man, you beat the man because you are the man and you the truth. And all your soldiers, man, we all riding with you. Win, lose, or draw. Nocturnal Thoughts. I appreciate y'all time. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Peace.